I love texting. I don't know how often I do it, but every time I want to communicate with someone, I find it's easier to send a text message because everyone has a phone and a cell phone. Instead of sending an email, or you can't always call someone, I try to see and talk to, physically see one member of my family every week, once a week, at least once a week. I would like to do it every day, but they would get sick of me, so I'm going to limit it to once a week. And I can't get around to everybody, so at least once a month. People would rather be distant and talk on the phone or send an email instead of actually getting together and seeing one-on-one. 20 years from now, I hope the dominant form of communication between people is mind reading, where people will be able to read each other's minds and you won't have to have any electronic devices. You have to have it seems like you have to carry a shopping bag to carry all your electronic devices with you, your iPad, your iPhone, your everything. It would be nice just to read minds.
I use social networking on a daily basis, mostly for business, for checking emails, maybe for contacting people that I don't have time to contact over the telephone for a reason that they might spend more time talking on the telephone than I have time for. I text, I would say, several times during the day, again, for the same purposes. If I have clients that I need to talk to, if I have appointments that I need to reschedule, sometimes for reminders. Also, I receive texts from those same people and receive texts to remind me of my prayer times.
If I were to count, I'd probably text 10 times an hour between work and personal. I guess I see my family physically, depending on who they are. Of course, my wife every day, I see. Some of my closest friends maybe every other day. But then there are others, like say my parents, who I may only see physically once a month, though I may speak to them via video or phone or text maybe twice a week. I noticed a decline in physical interaction. Well, see, I'm a married man for 11 years, so yes, but I don't know how to answer that. Sorry. I guess on a realistic note, yeah, I do notice that we tend to have less face-to-face meetings, but from a corporate point of view, we're trying to turn around that trend and get off the phone and electronic media to actually meet face-to-face because it encourages better social interaction and forms better bonds in business relationships. Ooh. Do I feel deprived of social interaction? I find myself not interested in using social networking because I don't believe in having that many friends that you can maintain that many genuine quality friendships. I find myself having a closer network of friends who, when we get together, we enjoy that kind of face-to-face time. Even international friends, we Skype just basically to decide when we're going to be traveling to see each other. But we don't really use it as the way of maintaining a relationship. I think the dominant form of communication 20 years from now will be video phone as the means to meet. I still think that items like Facebook will be popular for social networking for people who aren't great at verbal communication. Yes, I believe that Facebook is the decline of society and Twitter, I believe that is that impulsive form of instant communication that is making it hard for the new generation to interact successfully in public settings.
I physically talk to my family every single day, several times a day. To the people that I consider friends, I have so many friends that I talk to my, that's a pretty open-ended question here. I have lots of friends, but I talk to the people that I need to talk to probably on a weekly basis. But I see my family several times again, every single day. Make sure I hug them, make sure I tell them I love them. Do I notice a declining trend of physical action in my lifetime? If I get too caught up into using social network, I could let that happen, but to answer your question straight, no, not necessarily, because I think that skin to skin, eye to eye contact with people is really important. It cuts back on the filter, and it also adds to the sincerity of whatever the conversation or the question might be. what do I expect the next dominant form of communication to be in the next 20 years or so? I would hope that it would go back to skin and face-to-face and eye-to-eye contact. As I see it right now, social interaction has become a major part of computers and texting, but I think it's just because it's a new thing, it's a fad. But I think that more people are realizing the importance of actually sitting down and talking to people and making sure that the spiritual sense of communication is not lost through communicating from machines constantly. I think that the internet and texting was increased or invented for us in order to have a faster form of communication, but I think that it also has become an excuse and or a reason for families not to sit down and share as much day-to-day experience and day-to-day family communication as we normally would. I think that it really cuts back the amount of time that we spend. I think at transitional points in our lives, it's really important that we have more family and more physical contact. So I'm hoping that's after this trend wears down, that people begin to realize the importance of spending more time with family and each other.